CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. Nashville police are putting the pieces together after the private Christian school shooting that left 3 kids and 3 adults dead. CBS's David Begnaud says the shooter was a 28-year-old former student.
Ashby Beasley was in Nashville on vacation, but she came to the scene in solidarity. She and her son survived a different mass shooting in Highland Park, Illinois, just last July.
How is it still happening? How are our children still dying, and why are we failing them? I don't know. How do you talk to your 3-year-old about why they were in lockdown?
Natalia Cooper's children don't go to Covenant, but she was so emotional as she told us their schools had been on lockdown just nearby.
So sad for the families that were affected.
Police searched the suspect's home. The police chief says they found a manifesto tied to the shooter, as well as detailed maps of the school and a mention of a potential second location.
Mexico's president says migrants in a detention facility set fire to mattresses after learning they were going to be deported. 39 died. CBS's Camilo Montoya Galvez.
There's a lot of pent-up frustration in this area of Mexico as the U.S. has now increased its enforcement and has been expelling thousands of migrants to this area of Mexico, and many of those migrants are waiting to get an appointment to try to seek asylum in the U.S.
Top banking regulators are telling Congress that Silicon Valley Bank's own management was largely to blame for the bank's failure earlier this month, and the Fed will review whether a 2018 law that weakened stricter bank rules also contributed. FDIC Chairman Martin Gruenberg.
The regulation of these institutions merits serious attention, particularly for capital, liquidity, and interest rate risk.
There's a government safety investigation into Tesla. Jeff Gilbert of affiliate WWJ in Detroit tells us it's over possible issues with seatbelts.
This latest issue involves seatbelts that may not have been properly attached to the frame of Model X SUVs. It goes along with investigations into complaints of vehicles that brake on their own, steering wheels that can come off, and irregularities with Tesla's system called Autopilot. None of these has yet led to a recall.
Astronomers say tonight's the chance to see 5 planets lined up in the night sky. Edward Herrick Gleason, a planetarium director in Maine, says look to the western horizon. They'll stretch toward the moon.
You want to go out soon after dark. That's at 7:30. Planets look exactly like stars, except they won't twinkle.
Jupiter, Venus, and Mars will be visible. You might need binoculars to see Uranus and Mercury. Checking Wall Street right now, it's a split decision. The Dow's up 85 points. The S&P is down 2. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.